Wait, I understand the magic is stronger, my good friend. It's divinely sealed for freshness. It's divinely sealed for freshness, and it's got Hulk written all over it. It has Hulk written all over it. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're left wing or right wing. It's the same bird. It's the same bird going in hell's fire pit. So it's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. And I mean, when Jenny, I'd be forced Gump to Jennifer because I mean, Jenny makes me fly. She makes me fly like an eagle, and she does. When you listen to Jenny, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get with Jenny. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Anyway, yeah, I mean we're ramping things up. We're ramping things up. I mean, and we're jumping around. We're being overburdened with characters. That's what it is. We're getting a lot of characters. I mean, we've got. It all started out with the devil, and we had to beat the devil. We did. We had. You always have to beat the devil. You have to remove that devil energy that tries to control. It wants you to make deals with it and shit. Nobody wants to make deals with the devil. You certainly don't want to be sacrificed to the devil, and that's kind of what's happening to them. They're being sacrificed to the devil. And that's sad. It's sad, but it's okay. It's okay. Not everybody wants to hear clarity, but I can't do anything about it. Oh, speaking of clarity, Clarice came in. She came in with some dogs. She came in with some big dogs, and I don't know what Clarice would synchronicity. She would fall into the silence of the sheep. We're silencing the sheep because there was somewhere in the sheep situation there was men from Montana in Deliverance, and it was Diddy Towers. It was Diddy Towers in Montana. The men are big and the sheep are scared. The men are big and the sheep are scared, and they did. They tried to sell an Earth Angel, and I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that. All I know is there's a huge problem down by the border. New Mexico's out of water, and the city of Angels is on fire. And I can't do anything about that. I'm not a fireman. I don't work for the water department. The last time I went to Tijuana, I was a child, and it wasn't a boys' town. It just wasn't. It wasn't. However, yes. So I mean, when Clarice showed up with dogs, it just made me think of the criminal psychologist that only eats Brussels sprouts, and yeah, it's just what it is. I feel like they're wearing a mask. I do. I feel like they're wearing a mask. I feel like they're hunting, a devil Capricorn moon that's wearing a woman's suit. It's just as Wild Bill in a woman's suit. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about them trying to block, stop, or be a bunch of hicks trying to fight Archangel Michael in the bar. That's what it is. It's karmic retribution for Archangel Michael, the family of Archangel Michael. And we all know that Michael destroyed the devil. So of course they're going to be mad. They're going to feel a certain way. It's past life energy. It's past life energy confirmation. It's past life energy. Yeah, and we got Libra justice today. Libra's driving through the mist, and he's only half a Halloween. He's right in the middle of the month. Right in the middle of the month. Anyway, driving through mist and hearing screams. It's what it is. It happens. There's going to be a lot of hauntings. There will be a lot of very paranormal INFJ, because that's what they played with. They played with the paranormal INFJ. Played in the paranormal INFJ energy. And that's what it is. It's going to cause paranormal experiences, which put out comes back to you tenfold. Can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. We have to worry about what we have. What we have. We grew up from being Doobie Howser into the Howser. So that's what it is, and that led to the Matrix Resurrection. Just did, and we did. We traded Tiff because she was like Trinity was like Tiffany, really, and it was like for amusement purposes only. So we have to unbind ourselves from the devil, because we can't have that toxic devil Capricorn energy in the story, not when we have a trinity, not a mind, body, and soul of INFJ gifted women. Sounds good, and we'll let them run. We'll let them fly off with Mr. Anderson. I don't, Jamie, and that's what it is. And I mean, Jamie's going to. He knows he's going to be targeted. He knows he's going to be targeted. And that's what it is. I would much rather see him just fly off with all the Trinity women than mess around with Doobie Howser. And they beat me up, Mr. Anderson. They did. They did. They cut my head. I got these weird x-rays. I got these really weird x-rays that I've healed from. Except every time I keep having to heal from their voodoo and their black magic. I do. They keep, and that's what it is. I mean, it doesn't bother me anymore, but they did. They attacked Jesus with it because the same time I was going through it, I asked Jesus how he was feeling, and Jesus said, his hand hurt. Well, hell, that's voodoo on your palm chakra, brother. And he was having knee issues. Come on, guys. Y'all got to quit attacking Jesus. That's not cool. That's not cool. And then, we had the wrong dad miss Thanksgiving permanently. He'll never make another Thanksgiving again, but the universe sent die, my friend. So sins of the father were broken with the die, my friend. So that's what it is. That's what it is. We're talking about all the things that were manifest. Some people manifest love. Some people manifest money. Me personally, I manifest Jesus, witches, warlocks, paranormal experiences. Clarice with a bunch of dogs. I don't know how that popped in there. Criminal psychologists that only eat Brussels sprouts, and Wild Bill Capricorn moons in a woman's suit. It's just what it is. That beat up Archangel Michael in the spiritual realm like a bunch of hicks in a bar dancing with INFJ women that fly off with Mr. Anderson. I mean, he does have a TV thing, so that's what it is. And I mean, we would absolutely want INFJ women to make Mr. Anderson famous. That's what it has nothing to do with me. I don't give a shit about being famous. I give a shit about being the analyst from Resurrected. With instant healing abilities. Neo snapped his hands and fucking neck popped right back on. It was amazing. It's amazing. You gotta see that shit. This one is the end of Matrix Resurrected with Doobie Howser. Now, if you take the Doobie Howser energy, how much of your life do I have to waste? 727. If you take the Doobie Howser energy and you transmute that from Matrix Resurrected over into Mr. Miyagi, and that'd be Mr. Miyagi with Die My Friend and Jesus Son, and it's what it is. It's like, we've given Die My Friend a place to stay where, he doesn't really paint the fence. He more plays on the computer. He does what Doobie Howser did at the end of Doobie Howser. He just plays on the computer all day, which is fine. I don't give a shit. Pays his rent, which kind of makes me like the landlord or something. He makes me the Doobie Howser Lord of the Doobie Howser, and it's what it is. It's what it is. We've cleaned up, and it fucking looks amazing in here. Anyway, we're removing Capricorns. We're removing Capricorns because we just can't have the devil energy controlling the narrative going forward. Not as the analyst from Matrix Resurrected. Because that's what Trinity said. She was like, Tiffany, really? And he's like, come on, it was for amusements, and we're painting the sky with rainbows and shit. And, INFJ women just know more about life in general, and I'd love to see them fly with Mr. Anderson. I just would. I would love to see them flying around the world with Mr. Anderson. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. And, the analyst in Resurrected, they did call him Smith or something, and I'm stuck right in the center of Smith County Divine Justice. On Divine Street at that. So that's what it is. Divine Street Justice in Smith County. It's just what it is. Libra Pluto just as cold as ice. So it's what it is. If it feels cold, it's because I just haven't Pisces sun warmed up to you yet. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. I can't really worry about warming up to people when they're all going to be going through despair. The whole Hellraiser thing, that's when you called that out earlier, it made me think if I could be in the paranormal INFJ analyst position like Loki from Dogma in the Matrix, it would be stunningly shocking not to think that California burning up wouldn't be Hellraiser. And it is. It's the ancestors giving them the skibbity paps. The ancestors giving them the skibbity paps. And it's when you're calling me out from Chicago that Chicago's targeted, California's targeted, Trashbox, Texas is targeted. See, if you can say Trashbox, Texas, I certainly can. It's not Lukenbach, it's Trashbox, Texas, living with Willy Wonka and the boys. Anyway. So, I mean, the universe has sent us Jesus. The universe has sent us Die, My Friend. The universe is haunting some of my family members. The universe has sent us Clarice now, and it is. I mean, we got to keep Clarice. We got to protect Clarice and the dogs. She did. She had some really cute dogs, and it does. It kind of puts, the criminal psychologists that only eats Brussels sprouts over in the realm with. I mean, they can figure out Wild Bill in a woman's dress. It's just what it is. They can go play with those sheep. It's just a little Bo Peep sheep. It's a little Bo Peep sheep. It just is. Can't think anything much better than walking away Doobie Howser as the water boy. It's just what it is, because we did that earlier. We walked right across the Apache field. Like the water boy. But I didn't have a lawnmower. I didn't have a riding lawnmower. The only vehicle I had was this one. So I guess it makes me like the water boy lawnmower man. But I didn't have a lawnmower. Just the water boy man. Well, walking on the Apache ground. And it's what it is. I like walking on Apache ground. I do. So, anyway, we went to band camp. We did. We got band camp out of the way. I only camped there for a minute or two. So I just like to go camp by the band hall. It's band camping. Anyway. No, I mean, you're absolutely right. We're changing the energy, because I got tired of hearing that Leo Capricorn energy in the cards too. It has nothing to do with me, because I'm Pisces, Leo rising, Gemini moon. It's like Sailor Moon, but it's not. It's Gemini moon. And I kind of sail through shit. I just kind of sail through shit like Wonder Twins. Bull in a china shop. And it is. I mean, when you ladies are talking about Pisces energy living rent-free in their heads, causing obsession, it's because they've got a Taurus moon running around like a bull that they idolize in their head, kicking their brains around. So it's a bull in a china shop. It is. It's a bull in a china shop. Anyway, we have to focus on what we have. We have to protect our assets. And where it is, more devil Capricorn. And see, that's it. Now they're ramping it up. They're trying to cover up the divine the best they can for whatever they put on the divine with their magic and their voodoo. And they know their day's coming. They know it is. They're devil Capricorns. They've already been called out. Only cared about money, living off the backs of others, their cover-ups, and their cause for being stuck in Hellraiser. So that's what it is. I can't do anything about that. I have Mr. Anderson flying off with Trinity, and that'd be the Trinity of, it would either be the High Priestess, Jesus, and Die, My Friend, or the INFJ women, because we've got Clarice with all her dogs on my Facebook to handle the criminal psychologist, vegan, and Wild Bill in a woman's suit. That's what it is. Can't do anything about that. We have to exit these matrices, these false narratives. It's just what it is. And you can't beat Doobie Howser with Die, My Friend, and Jesus' son escaping from Guantanamo Bay. So you can't beat that. And I have to get out of that reality. I can be Mr. Miyagi, but they have to do the work, right? If they're painting someone else's fence and they're filling someone else's pill bottles, chances are it's what it is. It's Scorpio death delay energy. I can't do much about that confirmation. You just transmute it. You transmute it over into the analyst from Resurrected, because we went through a death and a rebirth process. From the whole twin flame journey based on the Order of the Dragon. That's what it is, and that's going to bring clarity to a lot of people in the twin flame journey. So that's basically all bullshit. It's based on an ancient story of Dracula and love. And when someone's like, no, it's not. Well, yeah, it is. It's an ancient story. The book's older than you are. So that's like trying to say the Bible doesn't exist. That's what it is, regardless if it's true or not. The shit was first. It was before you. First or last or whatever. Whatever comes first always happens last. So, and it is. I mean, now that we've gotten clarity and, the divine has basically lined out that morning star energy, and it is. It's basically an attack on the divine feminine creator consciousness. It is, because they're molding it into whatever they want it to be. All right, Di. Be safe. I'm gonna come up there and carouse around. I haven't been up there in the Rogers Student Center in quite some time. We're gonna go play in the Student Center. That's what it is. But your processing of the fragile egos, it's what it is. It's the edging out of any type of spirit. They don't have the spirit to continue forward with truth. We were just talking about this. It's when someone is talking to themselves and they give themselves the advice that they need, and then they don't do it. They have no one to be mad at but themselves. They have no one to be mad at but themselves. 10%. Yes, it's completion. It is completion. What's the time? 4:04. Imagine that. 4:04. That's the angels' four corners of protection around God. That's what it is. Around creator consciousness. A circle. That's what it is. So the whole eagle would be a circle. Even though it looks like an eagle, that is a circle. It's the whole thing. It's the whole bird, not the left wing, not the right wing, the whole bird of prey. So, anyway, I prefer the owl. The owl snatches your ass at night. It's just what it is. Anyway, night owl. So, how's everybody today? And that's what it boils down to. I mean, you can't really worry about what part other people are playing in their reality. You can't. That's what it is. That's what it is. You can't change people. You change people. It's cool. Di, my friend, is not going to paint the fence. He's not. He's going to pay rent until I pay for a fence. That's what it is. Works for me. It just does. It works out great. And, this whole, love is the strongest vibration. No, it's not. Authenticity is. I don't give a shit how much love is in that tuning fork, unless it's an authentic tuning fork to another authentic tuning fork that match perfectly. The authenticity is always going to be a stronger vibration than love. That's some authentic tuning fork. There's some authentic tuning forking going on. The tuning fork experiment has absolutely nothing to do with love. It's authentic vibrations coming together. Doesn't make a shit how much they love each other. You can love each other and stay on opposite ends of the house. Ask Di, my friend. That's what it is. He loves being here. I love having him here. However, he's on the other side of the house. You're not going to see us authentically coming together. Sorry. It's just not going to happen. Anyway. Now, Mr. Anderson and I, we can come together about that far apart, but it's only to talk. It's only to talk about reptilians and fairy godmothers, because we have the fairy godmother Christine, and she's not a car. She's a fairy godmother. I did get a pumpkin because of her, but it's only because she's the fairy godmother. Got me on my path to doing better in life, removing negative reptilians and shit from us. That's what it is. Can't change what we have. Can't change our confirmations. That's just what it is. tell the story later. That's what we can. And it is. It's our authentic story, and no one can take that shit from us. So even though if it does match up like starseeds, even if it does match up like the Most High lined it out for us, even if it does match up with the macro to microcosm, it's been transmuted to the spiritual realm. So now we're able to take the signs, the synchronicities, and the omens, just like we get our messages from songs, just like we get our messages from angel numbers, just like we get our messages from fucking other people just saying shit. I drove through the mist and it screamed at me, looks like you're getting INFJ paranormal karma. That's what it is. I know exactly what you're going through. It's karma. What it is. Well, are they willing to accept it? I don't give a shit. It's not my karma. Not my karma. I'm getting die, my friend. I'm getting Mr. Anderson. I'm getting fairy godmothers. Thank you, Christine. What did the fairy godmother teach us? How to love you little shits unconditionally. That's what it is. What'd that lead to? Fucking a pumpkin. That's what it is. Now we need new pumpkins. That's what it is. We need another pumpkin. I need another pumpkin like I need another hole in my head. I'm trying to get rid of rotten pumpkins. It's just what it is. We got a rotten pumpkin graveyard right out here. You interested? You want some rotten pumpkins? That's what it is. They're fixer-uppers. That's what it is. Anyway, no, the people aren't going to understand because they didn't make the change. They want change, but they didn't make the change. They want to borrow some change, but it's only because they haven't changed their toxicity. That's what it is. That's what it is. Hey man, I quit using 2 weeks ago. You got $20? Fuck out of here. For what? A sandwich? Go to the food. Just go to the soup kitchen. That's what it is. Go to rehab. Go to rehab from food. Oh, that's what it is. You're still addicted to something. That's what it is. Anyway. Always be willing to help people, but they have to be willing to help themselves. Right? If you can't be Mr. Anderson, if you can't be Die My Friend, if you can't be Die My Friend, if you can't be Jesus' son, if you can't be Libra Justice having paranormal experiences, fucking gotta love it. We told you it was coming. We told you this day would come. We told you would be haunted getting the skibbity paps from the ancestors. Cool, we were born that way. The high priestess energy sits with spirit. Yeah. So they never believe me, but now they can't believe the shit they're going through. So it's okay. It's a win-win. It's a win-win. 22:44 on the clock. It's just what it is. And so, yeah, I mean, now we have clarity. So now expect the unexpected. Well, yeah, hell, I was not expecting Clarice to pop in with the dogs on my Facebook. Okay, so now I've got Clarice with the dogs. Come on, boys. Come on, let's go get smart with Hannibal Lecter, and that's what it is. And no, they're not. They don't want to see other people succeed. They want to talk shit about people when they're at their worst. They like celebrity gossip. They want to hold people back. They don't want competition because they're two-faced. Fucking, if somebody shows up as a woman and tells you their name is Bob, chances are that's a two-faced individual. There's something in them that just doesn't add up, except on the stage. The devil's stage. How do you get stage time before YouTube? The devil! Sign your soul away right here. Yep. We're going to make you a star. Sign right here. But we control the narrative. We control you. We control your soul. Sign right here. Sign right here. Anyway. I don't need the devil controlling my soul when I have paranormal INFJ experiences happening all around me. That's what it is. Now, the next thing that's going to fall, and you're absolutely right, he who shall not be named anymore, because that's the thing. I'm not giving up the resources, waiting for someone to challenge me. They didn't say that. Well, here's a link. Now shut up. Go argue with them. No, that's what it is. You're right. I mean, you're talking about people who don't want to do the work but want to enjoy and bask in the accolades. Did everything to stop the divine. Tried to raise hell with the divine, and now their entire lives are up in flames and hellraiser. No, I can't do anything about that. Right? Are they feeling sad? Well, yeah, they've got hellraiser prolonging. It was a fishhook scam. Okay, well, that matches perfectly with Hellraiser. Oh, God, I got caught in my own fishhook scam. That's what it is. Confirmation. Thank you, Azrael. Right? I can't change been afflicted dropping planes out of the sky full of humans in front of the church. That's dogma. It's karma. Can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about straight from the divine. Let me go ahead and give her away because her name is Straight from the Divine. Well, I'm straight from Divine Street. All over Google. Can't change the fact that's a very specific energy that fits my birth. Well, he doesn't look like that. Nope, but my birth chart does. And the birth chart in black and white. It's black and white energy. So sorry. The written word always wins. Well, yeah, sure it is. Says so right here. I don't believe everything I read. Now you look up in the fucking sky. It's a birth chart. I don't know my birth chart, right? And can't believe someone else's. That's what it is. Anyway. I'm going to have fun with this shit. Yeah, because I mean, it's what it is. I can't focus on people that aren't a part of the show now. It's just what it is. It's the greatest show on earth. Just like Dolores said. Star seeds and earth angels and all that shit are waking up to our past life abilities on this dimension and many others, right? Is that going to be shocking to some? Well, yeah, you're probably one and still fucking asleep. Wake up. Wake up! No, you can't wake anybody up anymore because they don't want to be there. Oh, I got to get up and go to school. I'd rather just drop out. Yep, that's the wheel of karma. Get in line. Bloop. You get to repeat a grade. You don't get to advance. No, I'm sorry. You don't get to go to school next year. You get to repeat this grade this whole lifetime. All over again. With the same people you don't like, all in the same scenarios. Even harder the next time. All starting as a baby. Starting all over again. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I have it recorded. I didn't believe it either until Jesus proved it to me. Jesus proved that shit. He proved it. He proved the Wheel of Fortune in tarot he drew the card and made the Wheel of Karma up himself. He proved that shit and was like the third one, and I've had two more since then that I could pinpoint exactly where they 50-50 crossed over. 50-50. This simple. I am racist as shit. I am the racist person that was racist as shit to them. Black, white, green, yellow, whatever. Back and forth. 50-50. Perfect. I do not like the Jewish people. I do not like Hitler, who is Jewish. Whatever. It's 50-50. You go see the story The Egg. The Egg puts out the Wheel of Karma. It's the best short story by Andy Weir, right? Does it fall in with the teachings of Dolores Cannon that I have on a recording from people asleep? Yep, it sure does. That's what it is. That's where they have a problem with me. And I don't believe this shit either. And now that I have proof, you can't deny it. That's what it is. What is truth always wins. How does the truth win? Because it's the fucking truth. You can sit here and deny. Denial is the first sign that you have a problem. It's what it is. However, don't feel bad. I didn't believe the shit either until now. I've got it on recording. I've got it written down. People were teaching it before I proved it. I didn't prove shit. I just didn't believe them, and now I got confirmation. That's what it is. So yeah, they did everything they could to stop someone who had made a change because they did everything they could to not have their truth come out. Okay, great. That's what it is. I made the change, And now they have to suffer some consequences too. I can't do anything about that, right? They're not going to tell the truth. Great. Spirit is going to bring it to the light. I can't do anything about that. That'll never happen to me. Go talk to homeboy driving through mist that screamed at him. That's just what it is. Everybody's loved and protected more than they can possibly imagine, but they're going to all get a dose of their own medicine. All the shit that you couldn't believe is now coming back onto you tenfold. All of us that are having unbelievable spiritual experiences, everything you have projected at us is now going to come back on you tenfold. I can't believe that. Spiritual experience tenfold. I'm raising hell with the divine. Hellraiser tenfold. I'm going to steal that divine white light. I'm going to call that shit back. Now you are Dying Light, the zombie game. Can't do anything about that. Produce your own energy. Produce your own soul's light, right? What is this Empress light they were trying to harvest from the INFJ? The divine inner light of the INFJ. It's got a label. It's got a term. It has a very specific set of words that label what the hell it is. I never knew that existed. Well, I just told you it did. Anyway. And someone else told me. So I'm telling you something that someone else told me that has been proven before you ever even fucking didn't know it existed. That's what it is. That's what it is. Just every time I hear a tarot reader say, damn, he thinks he's full of himself, I'm like, me? Hell, go talk to the person that taught me. They're full of themselves. I learned it from them. The teacher takes on the karma of the student. That's what it is. However, we have resurrected into Mr. Miyagi for my friend. We have resurrected into Mr. Miyagi for Jesus' son, because Jesus' son works in the pharmacy and my friend has a job at the college. That would be a college student and Droogs in the same situation that helps them escape from Guantanamo Bay with all this immigration shit going on the planet. Okay, great. Let me step out of that reality. Where are we going to transmute to now, Loki? Well, we're just going to get back over into dogma because we've lost another plane in Alaska right in front of the church. Oh my God, planes are falling from the sky. It's the end of the world. It is dogma. Yes, it is. So Loki's going to fly. Loki's head has now been blown off. Atlantis, the Atlanteans came in and reminded the Christians that there was an Atlantis. The Ancient One blows off Loki's head. So now my head's been blown off. That's what it is. It's okay. We're just going to leave you in the dogma reality. We're going to go right over in here. Oh, look at that shit. The Matrix resurrected. Tiffany, that's the Twin Flames name. Let's just push that shit over to the side. You and Neocortex can fly off into the world, and I'm going to sit here as the analyst sipping my tea. So I've never even seen that shit till the other day. So it's a setup and a half. Someone set me up with the Matrix. The whole Twin Flame journey. Can't fucking, that's what it is. I never paid any attention to that shit till the other day and told you all about it, so. That's what it is. It's lining up perfectly. Pisces, go within. You will get the answers that you need. I did. I went in and thought, fucking isn't the Matrix called Resurrected? Maybe there's a message in there. I go and look at that shit. Trinity's name was Tiffany, and holy shit, if Jamie Anderson didn't swoop in and fucking comment on the video. Mr. Anderson. Here we go. Fucking delete. We're going to create a new matrix. That's what it is. My past life regression was in the Order of the Dragon. Right? The draconian control matrix that all of you are stuck in. Yeah, I was a part of that. What is my karma? The universe calling me out one step at a time. Doobie Howser. The kid that was a doctor before his time. He ended up being the analyst and resurrected in Smith. They called him Smith. I live in Smith County. This shit's totally bewitched. Pisces, everything you do seems like magic. Tarot reader, everything I fucking go through is just like this. That's what it is. What do you do? What do you do? Somebody on the other... Pisces, you have connections to the unseen realm. Tarot reader, bitch, I bet I do. Thank God you were a guy that said that. I can sit here and cry all day long. I can bitch till the cows come home. I can't change the fact of Reiki was Mr. Miyagi, and I've got Die My Son and Die My Friend and Jesus Son. What's your name? Die My Friend. Fucking I like to die. That's the best. You know what the INFJ is going to do with that. Do you have any idea what I'm going to do with that? It's just what it is. Anyway, yes, you're going to have a lot of people's truths coming out. Not only do you have all of those synchronicities all off in the tarot cards that the community doesn't like, you also have voodoo, black magic, and my wrongful imprisonment with fucking people selling kids on the street. Okay, great. So what does Doobie Howser do at the end of Resurrected? He gets beat up by Trinity for using children. Sorry, I was wrongfully imprisoned for fucking speaking my truth. That's what it is. Now they're all getting karma. They have no water in New Mexico. Fucking Mexico is just fucking having all kinds of problems right now. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that shit. Can't do anything about human smugglers getting called out by tarot. That's what it is. Break out of the Matrix. That's what it is. Fucking, as soon as I heard her say it. They don't like the tarot community. Well, no, they've been diddling your children. Of course they don't like the tarot community. Would you, if you were a kitty diddler, if you were Kiddly Diddler Bob next door, would you really want your neighbors watching tarot and telling them, yeah, you got a neighbor as a kitty diddler? Right? You tell these people they don't understand energy that never lies. They understand their ego in a degree where they stopped. All right. So we did not come to fit into a world where we can see things with our introverted, intuitive abilities. What is a fucking INFJ? Introverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging. I go within, I'll focus on my intuition as an intuitive, I feel whether it is right or wrong, and judge my next actions. Well, who does that? 1 to 2% of 8 billion people, only 0.04%. Well, isn't that what you're supposed to do? Yes, 1 to 2% of the population are the only ones that do it. Who do they end up being? Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King, Albert Einstein, Edgar Cayce, Marcus Aurelius, Pocahontas, Professor X, Batman. That's what it is. Pisces, they thought they were going to be able to seclude you and you would go crazy. The only thing that made Batman go crazy in the cave was bats. That's what it is. Those are outside. We don't have bats in our bat cave. I'm sorry. It's just what it is. And it's so funny. You'll see people talking about Carl Jung and Sigmund Freud and all these quotes, and you ask them, do you know what your MBTI is? No, I don't like labels and that. Okay, well, that's how Carl Jung empowered your shadow work, weirdo. Yeah, Carl Jung this, Carl Jung that. Yeah, he used the Myers-Briggs personality type indicator. You know everything that Carl Jung is about. You know nothing about what he did to get there. Cracks me up. Can you say something to me? I don't like labels. Well, that's what Carl Jung did to you. That's how he identified where your shadow came from so that you could do the shadow work. What were your strengths and your weaknesses? How were you empowering your shadow? What was dormant, your extroversion or your introversion? Anyway, so, and it went a lot deeper than that. But that just fucking you can't get further than that. You can't get further than that with a lot of people, right? Most of these girls just have a nice personality. Fuck. Anyway, so yes, now that we have my friend, Jesus' son, Mr. Anderson, and Clarice. I like to shit when Clarice and her dogs show up. What's next? What's next on what's next on the list, universe? We just traded Clarice. We just traded Clarice for the criminal psychologist, vegan, and Wild Bill in a woman suit. Swear it doesn't get any better than this. It just doesn't. Just doesn't. Anyway, you can't worry about what other people are doing. So that's what it is. I'm going to go back to sipping tea like Doobie Howser and watch more planes fall out of the sky. Namaste.